Big rematch, big announcement tonight. Cris Cyborg, May 21st. Talk to me. What do you think about the matchup? Early thoughts on it?
One thing about me is that I'm not scared of anything except for not getting the opportunity to fight and to try my hardest. And so I've been wanting this fight. I asked for this fight again, and I've been training for this fight. I have been already working on all aspects of my MMA game, and I'm beyond excited about this opportunity.
Yeah, and what makes you want it so badly? Obviously, you think you're going to go out there and you're going to pick up the win. So what do you think you can do differently this time as opposed to the last one?
Well, I mean, of course I want this fight. This is the goal of everyone who's in MMA, is to get a title in the premier organization, which this is the premier organization for my weight class for women right now. This is the best place that I could possibly be for fighting. I am beyond excited about this opportunity. I am ready to die out there. I'm willing to lose an ear, but I can guarantee that it's going to be a very entertaining fight.
And how much has the loss the first time around like eaten at you over the years? Is it something that you've been really working towards? Like, I just think you both coming over to Bellator and having her be the champion, like that's a whole extra added level of motivation for you as a contender.
Oh man, since the first time that we fought, I didn't really, defense was not my thing before I fought her. And so it was an incredible learning experience. Literally nobody before or after that has ever affected me with their power like that. And so I have been training since then to be able to control the distance, to be able to control the timing, to be able to, really those are the two main things, distance and timing. That's going to change any fight.
And when you go into a high level rematch like this, you know, how much is put into that first fight? You know, do you go back and watch it a couple of times, or is it kind of pushed away and now you're two completely different fighters?
Let me tell you something about rematches. Almost every single time in a rematch, the person who won, they're like, yeah, what's up? I won. They're kind, they're happy about it. The person who didn't win, they're the one who's studying the tape, who's like, okay, how can I change this? What can I do? What can I do differently? What was the situation that created where I need to do something to, looking at all those different steps. And I have definitely done that. I've done that with my team. I am super grateful for this opportunity to prove my team right.
And what is the biggest, improvement that Leslie Smith has made from that first fight?
Well, definitely the distance and timing. In general, I have much better defense. Just in general, I'm a lot more aware of it. But if I was going to say one thing that I'm a lot better at, I'm going to say it's my fight IQ. When I first started, I didn't care about getting hit, and I mean, I've been in this game since 2008. And at some point, I realized, oh, hey, I should take care of my brain, and I do need to dodge things, because even if I don't mind taking a punch so that I can throw 5, refs don't always reward that. And so that has been a major change, and I'm excited to show that.
First things first, congrats on the fight, the announcement, big opportunity ahead of your career now. It's been a little bit since the first time you guys fought. You talk about how you've grown, talk about the differences that you have in your game. Do you feel she's grown as a fighter as well? Do you feel this is going to be a completely different fight from her aspect?
I didn't hear the actual question. I heard everything else.
I think I've been talking a little too soft tonight. I'll talk a little bit louder. My question was, you're talking about yourself, how you've grown as a fighter, differences and changes you've made in your game. Do you feel you see a different Cris Cyborg now than you saw back in 2016?
I'm sure, of course. She hasn't been sitting on a couch eating Cheetos for the past 5 years. She's been doing her thing and training and going for it. But where that benefits me is that what she's been doing has consistently worked for her. And so what reason does someone have to change if it's been consistently working? And so I already know how that feels. I know how it's going to go. And I have been changing my game. I've been developing it. I've been adding things. I've been changing things. And so I don't doubt that she has evolved her game, but I am 100% sure that I've evolved my game more.
Awesome. Thank you. And good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a couple more here. Keith? Keith, go ahead. All right, we'll move on. Donna, go ahead.
Hey, Leslie. As everyone has said, congratulations on the fight. In terms of the Bellator calendar for 2021 and the MMA world calendar, where does this rank in terms of the biggest fights that have been announced so far?
It's only the biggest fight of the year. I have no doubt that this is something that everybody will be tuning into. It's a rematch. Cris has proven her star power over the years, and I don't think there's anybody who's going to want to miss me getting in there for my opportunity at this title, the Bellator world title.
What exactly is it that concerns you the most from the Cris that you saw against Arlene Blenko relative to obviously the one that you were in there with? What is it that concerns you in terms of her developments of her game the most?
I'm not concerned about anything. That's a big difference between me and a lot of these other people. Everyone likes to say that they're not scared, but I'm really not. I'm ready to go. I asked for this fight. I'm not concerned about anything. I respect her. She's a very, very good fighter, and I'm not trying to diminish any of her accomplishments. In fact, that's part of why it's so exciting to get to fight her, is because she is such a decorated fighter. But I'm not concerned about anything.
Ronald.
Yeah, Leslie, you've been, like you just said, you've been the fight game since 2008, so you know what it's been about. But for yourself, for the journey that you've been on, through the ups and the downs, now you're here to get that main event for the belt against Cyborg. What would it mean for you, for everything you've been through, to accomplish the goal and win the strap?
Oh man, this is really, this is the whole point of everything that I've been doing for all the years. I mean, every single fight that a person takes, they say, this is my biggest fight. But this really is my biggest fight. I'm looking at this as the culmination of over a decade of training and everything that I've gone through. And I mean, this is the chance to make everything worth it.
Jim.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I sure can. Thanks for
asking.
asking.
All right, great. All right, thank you. And you mentioned, I mean, just how big a fight this is. And you've been fighting for a while. How do you see the development of women in MMA and how far it's gotten and where it can go from here?
Oh, man. You know what's funny? I think that one of the best indicators of the development of women in MMA is the fact that this is not a question that I've been asked in like years, because women have developed so much. It's like, when there's a kid, you're like, look, he's growing. I wonder what he's going to look like next year. But I feel like women in MMA are full grown, that there's not that question so much. Like, how's it developing? They're full grown. They are mature adults, like the women's divisions, the multiple women's divisions. For example, in my team, we've got multiple people, women, who are fighting in multiple different organizations, even internationally. And that wasn't something that was possible when I started. It's hard to even compare the where women are at right now to where they were before, because it's like comparing a child to an adult. And I am so happy that everybody has finally accepted the fact that women are wonderful and amazing fighters.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for the time, Leslie. Appreciate it.
Cool. Thanks.